Right, so this is the final bit for today anyway, for this morning. It's already taken most of the morning to do that. Now, oh bloody hell, Sky! Oh, it's the cat. I wish you wouldn't do that when I'm not expecting it. So we've got some pieces somewhere. I'm not sure if I can find them bits off the top of my head. I thought I actually used D before. Oh, there they are. So that's D5 and D6. I might be able to take them off altogether. Let's have a look. I want that. No, I don't want that. I probably want to keep that in place, don't I, so I can know which is which. So I might be able to take it there and take it there. But that, no, I need to keep that on. Might be able to take that bit off. Let's have a look. So we've got, shut it. That won't come off because I would need to take that bit off as well. I have to be careful here that I don't cut bits off that I don't want to come off. So I just need to keep the numbers on there so that I don't get it mixed up. So we'll do that later on. So now what we've got now is that's all been, if you've been following, the hull has all been done to a point. Pull everything out of the way. Bear with me. There's stuff everywhere now, new stuff everywhere. That's your fault. Yeah, your fault. I'm blaming you. If you weren't messing about so much, this wouldn't have happened, would it? Oh! So the hull is prepared, so this is the, whatever they are. So D5 and D6. I won't do these yet because I need more light to see what I'm doing. But they will roughly go along there. So they're marked on anyway. Right, so they will go on later on. So right now the hull is, well, it's prepared ready to a point. It's not prepared ready to put together. It's all been sanded down and wet and dried. I've got the deck fitting, if everybody was familiar with it before. I've sanded that down and put a bit of filler in there, and that's got rid of that. The seam has gone there, so the seam is now gone, and that's pretty much nice and flat now. So that's all ready to work on now. Now what that's ready to do is to work on drilling out all the portholes. Won't do that now today because I'm going to take the dog for a walk in a minute. So that's all okay. I'm still unhappy about that. If that is a problem with the hull, it won't make any difference even if I contacted Trumpeter. I don't think they'd give me a replacement hull, would they? Assuming that's what the problem was. So this is now ready for the portos to be drilled out. and then to work out these silly little things, these things here. So we're ready to start doing that. I won't bore you with watching me drill portholes out, but now we're ready to start doing these silly little things. Let's get that out of the way because I'll knock it over. Right, now let's put all this out of the way. Let's put this up. Oh, don't touch that, you twit. Right, that can be thrown away because I've got tons of that. Right, so that's done, ready. If you were familiar with the other videos, you'll know that this mould out. And part of the problem with the out so much was actually the strengtheners that were in between. I sanded a bit off of that, I shouldn't have done. I managed to sand that down now to get that fitted. So now the deck fits. That deck now fits. Let me put. It's nice to actually see where you're going on this. So let me put this back in place. So let me put this back in. I might just build all this. There's lots of bits on this bridge. So I might just build it up so you can get a rough idea in the end of what it's going to look like. Because that goes there, that goes there, that goes over there. So the next job on that, get your nose out. It's not food. I'll food you in a minute. Right, so the next job is will be to do that. So them two bits go there. And a lot of this won't go in place until way back into the... It'll be way back here before you start putting all that together. So a lot of this that goes on top of here is all this stuff here. So we won't do any of that. The next job is to put these two bits on the stern. On the back, on the bottom of the thing. That's been done, that's been done. We'll do them last before we paint it. So we've now got that sitting nicely, so that looks quite good. I'll keep harping on about the fact that I'm not happy about that, but it'll get sorted. Right, so now let me see, we've got 12 minutes left. So I won't make this a massive video. Let me see if I can, excuse me. So I'll set this video up now. I'll set the camera up for manual focusing. And hopefully it's working better. And we've got this vicious thing here walking around waiting for her walkies, so we'll go out in a minute. So as you can see, that's not looking too bad. I'm unhappy about that bit, but that just gives you an idea what this boat is going to look like. I'll piss off a few people. So it gives you an idea what the ship's going to look like, how big it's going to be. Because obviously this is only part, you know, you've still got all this to build up here. You've got this to build up in here. This I'm sure is the plane hanger. That's the hanger deck for the plane. I don't know what goes on a lot of this, but I can see lots and lots of little bits here. There's lots of holes all around this. So I reckon there's bits go all over, there's going to be bits go all over this. There's a lot of bits which are actually already inside. You see, I've remarked on it before about these ladders going down here. But I don't think they're replaced by photo etch ladders. If they are, they would be very, very tiny. And there's certainly nothing... Quick look, there's a lot of photo etch. There's an awful lot of photo etch from MK1. I mean, just in that little picture there, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 39, 40, 41, 40. Just in that little tiny section there are 42 bits of photo etch. And that's going to be this little section here. So once you put all the photo etch in all these other bits, it's an awful lot of photo etch. But there's the decks. Now there's no ladders going down there, so they haven't replaced those ladders. At least none of that. Yeah, no, if it were on there, they'd be there. They haven't even got any handrails going around that bit. At least not there. Some of this might not be used, by the way, because some of this photo etch, like here, you've got the bits that the ship's boats sit on. The enormous sit sounded, but not like it should have been. So those that you put the ship's boats on, they normally end up being better with the plastic bits. The plastic parts of them are far superior to the photo etch parts. So there's ladders going up there and ladders going down there. I mean, look at this. Why I buy these upgrade kits, I just don't know. It adds masses of time to the model. A big model like this is better because the pieces are so big. So that's fine. You see, now there's the deck with the bit in.